guess we should shout out our sponsor this week. Our
Who's that?
show this week is sponsored by Hornitos. Happy birthday, Toronto. We got some Hornitos for your ass.
Yeah, tequila for Toronto.
Tequila for Toronto.
Wow, this looks good on the phone,
Actually,
eh?
to be completely honest with you, Mike brought it in, so.
Yo, this looks really good.
There you go. That's what's up, brother. You liking that shit, huh?
Yo.
Let's transition over to Maloney. And let's,
Hey.
let's add a little third there.
Bang.
See,
Yo,
unfortunately, it's not.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Oh,
multi-angle.
It's blocking his face.
Yeah, because he's not
What, the
high
mic?
enough yet.
Oh no,
What's blocking?
you can see. No, he put up your name and everything.
Oh, word,
It
eh?
came up like some
Whoa.
cool ass graphics.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Can you watermark our logo on it?
I can.
I guess for the
figure it
future,
out.
right?
Do that another day, though.
Yeah.
Let's get with the shit.
Yeah.
So
We're up
Mike
in the
Stone
alley.
brought us some Hornitos. That's the
Yeah.
good shit too. That's the good fucking Swaza.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
salute, brother.
I love tequila,
Salute,
man. I love lots of shit.
Ah.
As I said on my Facebook the other day, and people are like, "What's wrong with this guy?" Motherfucker, when you offer me a drink, make sure you just get what I tell you.
If anyone,
give anything.
if you're mixing, if you want a little sparkling
I'll
to make
grab
that go
I'll grab it
further,
for my next round.
you know,
Cheers.
Next round.
Yeah.
Next round. For
Cheers.
Toronto.
Cheers for
Make some noise for Toronto.
Bam, bam, bam. 185.
Should we sing Happy Birthday?
Should we?
Happy birthday.
Let's just play
No,
Cardi
we'll
B.
get sued for that shit.
Let's
Does somebody own the birthday song?
Somebody does own, if I'm not mistaken. That's why in movies you barely ever hear them singing Happy
Get
Birthday.
the fuck out of here.
Well, we could play. We could make our own birthday song.
True. Happy birthday, T-Dot. T-Dot, it's your birthday. So
Hey, yo,
are
I do
we
gotta say-
canceling Michael Jackson now?
Oh man, we're diving right into that.
Oh, the shits.
I was gonna talk about your reverse Waldo outfit first. But
Hey, make some noise for the
straight
reverse
up.
Waldo.
Yeah,
You know?
blue for
Waldo,
Toronto,
bro.
blue cups.
Hey, you know what I mean? I had to
There you
rep
go.
We
the
got
dot.
Blue Jay hats.
I had to rep the
Yeah.
dot, man. You know what I'm
Toronto
saying?
hard today.
Got them T-Dot
Represent.
colors on. Yo, don't make fun of this shit, fam. It's polo.
Polo Waldo Blue.
It's polo.
Polo.
Wow.
Shout out to Thurston Howell III.
Yep.
Yo, shout out to his Skillionaire or Skilligan's Island album. That shit is fucking dope. I love that album, bro. Like that's one of my favorite albums, straight up.
He is the polo don.
Oh,
That dude be rocking polo that you're like, that shit don't even look nice, but I bet there's only one of those and it's from like 1972.
Bet you that shit costs like
Yeah.
fucking $10,000.
Like he be
straight
rocking
off
some
the
really
rack.
crazy ass looking shit sometimes. It's like a big ass polo logo on the front.
Yeah.
Like it looks like something that like some, like
He's still around? Like, he's still putting out records?
Yeah.
well, he's still like he's
doing
still
his
active,
thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still getting it.
Yeah.
Man. He's still getting it.
I've heard his name in a
He's
while.
still repping mad crazy polo.
Yeah, look at this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, so we trying to
What did it
do
say?
something.
Couldn't think of something?
Couldn't think of something to put there. So you know what I'm saying?
That's what you put in, or that's what the
Yeah,
program
That's
says?
what I put.
Okay.
Hey,
Yo, this is dope. This is dope.
I
yo.
hope it's streaming on YouTube right now. It should be streaming on
Yeah,
YouTube.
you are streaming on YouTube.
Okay.
Because that popped up on my
Oh.
phone. I got a
Oh,
notification
word. That's what's up.
saying you're live and shit. And I was like, alright.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's what's up. So we streaming the both. We streaming the both. We multi-streaming.
Yo, when I talked to Billy Danz last night on the phone, he
Yeah.
said something and I was like, fire! And he was so amused by that. He laughed his ass off.
Yeah. Went crazy for that shit.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I think I do a pretty good MOP fire.
Shout out to MOP. Did you show me
Yeah.
50 Cent? Did you tell him Curtis Collin?
Say what?
Oh, yeah, you didn't
You
show
say
him
you're
about
fucking
Feel Like
Curtis Jackson?
Feel Like
Well,
Curtis?
feel like 50?
Yeah, I feel like 50.
No, I didn't try to sell him on that idea.
Oh, not yet.
No, I don't think, yeah.
You might run into 50 when you go down to New York.
Yeah, if I run into 50, I'd be like, yo, I got the genius business plan. But here on film, you were telling me right now this is 50-50. Get it? And he'd be like, yeah, man, I get that. You know what I'm saying? What you got to show me, young man?
Word.
And I'd be like, yo, 50. What if people wanted to feel like 50?
You'd be like, you fucking.
And it's just going to be like fucking a knife from Black Child hit him in the ribs again. He going to be like... And then, you know what I mean?
You wild.
Fuck vitamin water, we be selling boxer briefs. Yo, getting into
Speaking
business
of boxer briefs.
boxer briefs with 50 Cent is nuts.
Did you hear what the maid was saying about Michael Jackson and boxer briefs and briefs all over the place?
Nah,
I got a glimpse of that. I
but
was
beautiful segue.
Like, fucked up, man.
Nah, what the fuck
What-
was the
what's-
main
what's-
saying? Like, I didn't hear
what's
shit.
his
I haven't watched this documentary
Talking
yet.
about
but-
finding crusty, yellow-stained briefs to kids wearing briefs, not wearing briefs, wearing Michael Jackson briefs, Brees in the golf cart, Brees here, Brees there. I'm just like, you seen this all and didn't say shit.
Okay. Seems a little odd.
Do we believe this though?
No, it's not that I believe it, but if you saw all of this shit,
Yeah.
and you didn't say nothing until 20 years later, you're a piece of shit.
Because
I
you
I don't care how
know,
much money you're getting paid.
because you also know the controversy, right? That apparently the Jackson family is saying that this guy, who was one of the accused, one of the accusers originally, that said, or what? Like, how'd it go? He was an accuser originally as a kid, and then he
said his parents lied.
Yeah, or something like that.
The when Jackson died, he came out and said his parents told him to lie.
Yeah, and there's another one who committed suicide who also said the same thing before he committed suicide.
Yeah.
But the point I'm getting at is, like with this guy, the Jackson family said that he was seeking a job from them or something for like a number of years.
And they were just saying,
and he was like upset.
Yeah.
And then with this whole surviving R. Kelly thing and the, that was like, what, was it Lifetime that did that?
Yeah.
That was like their biggest numbers they've done in, I think, like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
Like it was some crazy statistic like that. So now this is going to be the new thing.
But this is the thing, though. When surviving
Incriminating documentaries about famous people. Like, this would be the new thing.
When the R. Kelly thing came out, the Michael Jackson thing already came out. It was already playing in Europe.
Oh, word.
At the same time.
Oh, okay.
And this is what I was telling people before. I'm going to wait until the Michael Jackson shit comes out. I'm going to see if you guys are going to keep the same energy.
Yeah.
This was a few months ago.
So did you watch it, though?
No, not yet.
No? Okay.
Not yet. I just heard the thing about what the maid was saying.
Yeah.
She was on 60 Minutes. I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't have time. But just the 5 minutes of what I heard, I'm like, damn. Briefs all over the place? Kids
Well, when you first said, like, when you first said that,
yeah.
I was like, that's
up.
normal. Like, when I was 13, my mom was finding yellow crusty
but
boxers and shit.
what I'm
But then when you
saying.
went on further to saying, like, in the fucking
I
Ferris
saw your
wheel,
face.
fucking beside the monkey pit, the fucking... There's briefs on his fucking shiny glove in the case. There's fucking...
She had to clean up. But again, my thing is, if you're an adult and you're seeing all this shit, and I get it, you might be
You didn't say
intimidating.
anything?
She was getting money. And
Say something.
She said that after
Well, now
that.
she's getting money,
You know what I'm
too.
saying? Like,
Then she was saying something about at one point, Michael Jackson hit her up and said, "What do you know?" This is what she said. She doesn't know anything. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Then after that, there's a point where he let her go, and that was it. Based on the fact of what.
So,
Yeah.
are all
That's
these
fucked
people in this documentary, do they have, like, personal, like, grievances with MJ or something?
I don't know. We'd have to investigate all of them.
Because this guy seemed like, I guess you haven't seen it. Because that's the other
Yeah.
thing I'm curious of. Because people don't seem to be after the cancel so much with this, like they were with the R. Kelly. Like the
People
R.
on it,
Kelly
like,
apparently really drove home. I haven't even watched that.
There's
yet.
some stations across the globe that are already not playing
Come back.
MJ no more. Not even other places too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was reading some other articles. I forgot exactly where, but
You know what? That
Yeah.
like, nah.
Yeah, I heard that a lot of radio stations have been pretty much like saying, okay, whatever. Started in Quebec, but I've been hearing that like it's spreading.
Well,
yeah.
And
Why-
a lot of celebrities.
Why is it all of the black musicians though, like the black heroes? Because like, who was it? Not Mick Jagger.
Elvis or
One of those lead singers from one of those famous early rock bands. Fucking fucking Steven Tyler. Like, didn't he fucking marry his like stepdaughter at 13 or something fucked up?
Something crazy
Yeah.
like that, you know what I mean? Like
Aerosmith ain't canceled.
I guess
They
not.
won't.
You
You know what I mean? A lot of these
Aerosmith.
motherfuckers do crazy
Yeah.
shit. What, like, so, like, the movie
Elvis.
network on TV can still play Harvey Weinstein movies? But,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely an interesting subject, and it's definitely something that deserves to be looked at. Because society, like I said, has to change. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have those old views. Like I said, we talked about whether it was American Pie or even going back and watching some of the John Hughes movies from back in the day. There was a lot of situations. It was like, whoa, this is a little funky in today's
No, yeah,
technical
100%.
standpoint. So just a lot of that.
But a
shit's
lot of that
being
stuff,
left out.
too, like, you gotta look at, too, like, I don't know if I said this when we talked American Pie, but this is a point I've been thinking of more recently, is at that time, it's not like it was just widely accepted to be doing this kind of stuff. Like, it was edgy then.
Yeah.
Like, the whole idea of American Pie is like, the holy American,
Yeah.
like, patriotic image, the American Pie, and Jason Big sticks his dick
it
in
was
it.
satire towards that.
Yeah, like, he puts his dick in the American Pie.
Yeah. And nobody's complaining about that.
And they couldn't cover why. I guess they were not lending the rights of that song out to that movie. They're like, nuh-uh.
They would have made a shit ton of money if they did that.
Bars if they did that.
Yeah, right? Like, they would have made some serious ducking off something like that. Fuck, man.
Janelle Monáe can have fucking, whatever that song is, with Big Boy in a fucking Nissan commercial. Man, they could have milked that shit.
But no, man, I don't know. You know, I don't know why it's happening primarily with black stars. You know, I guess it's just they're the ones.
Well, I find they're the big.
caught or whatever.
Those three in particular were not just because they're black, is that they were the biggest known entities.
Yeah,
And they crossed over into white America.
Yeah, we talk about
Like, so it's not like they
Michael
were just
Jackson.
yeah, they're not just of the black community. They are a part of white culture.
Yeah,
But do you think that could have something to do with why there's a big cancellation on these guys?
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of guilty people. Like Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
He'd been canceled, but not canceled.
No, he's been canceled. He hasn't got any roles since.
He probably won't get any roles, but I mean, once
He's
again, the movie network's probably still playing fucking
stuff that he's in.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he's not completely canceled. Like,
No,
you're pulling MJ songs off the radio.
Yeah.
That's a big statement.
Well, I mean, you know, it's unfortunately, you know, it deserves to be looked into, at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be like, okay, these guys are fucking lying, you know, throw them out of society, I'm not going to believe them. So it definitely, you know, investigate into it.
I'm not going to say I don't believe them.
Yeah.
I don't want to believe them.
Yeah.
Because after everything that's happened through the years, and, you know, like, I've read Michael Jackson's biography, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seen the cases, you know, kind of followed them, seen where they ended up after years, like, people saying this didn't happen and stuff. And
to bring it out, like,
so I've always kind of, you know, because for a period of my younger years, I kind of had to not cancel Michael Jackson, but, like, I just didn't feel right listening to him for a while, right? And then as I got older and things started to come out and I learned more things, you know, I thought I understood more, and I personally don't think he did fucked up shit. Like, he did a lot of shit to save the world. Like, he was always donating tons of money to, like, third world countries, going around personally. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and not like Kanye giving 100 shoes away. Like, he was, like, really doing shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Behind the scenes, and that's the fucked up part.
But powerful people continue to get brought down when they're a threat to the system.
Well, put it like this. The Catholic Church has been at it for a minute.
Yeah.
They're very powerful.
Yeah.
No one's brought them down yet.
Yeah, and the thing I gotta say too is like with documentaries, like the point you made on Facebook, and it's like, so you said something like, do we cancel MJ now, or like, how did you work?
Well, I put it like this: there's a lot of docs out there.
Yeah.
From 9/11 docs, that's talk about it being an inside job.
Yep.
To
Oh, so yeah, I think your question was like, are we canceling people off documentaries?
Yeah, because if that's the case, then cancel everyone.
Yeah, there's a lot of people to be
There's
canceled.
a lot of documentaries out there.
And that's the thing, it's like, so technically right now, the American government, the Federal Reserve, and the central banking system, basically the whole global capitalist structure that is controlling our planet right now should all be canceled.
Yeah. Basically,
there's more evidence that 9/11 was an inside job than to what I'm led to believe about this Michael Jackson case.
Yeah. Actual.
Because from what I've heard, there's not a million interviews in it. You know, like they talk to more narrowed down group of people.
Yeah.
Which was definitely an inside job.
Oh, 100%.
That was an insurance scam.
I honestly,
straight up insurance
I honestly still know people. It was more than that though. It was so much more than that.
Yeah.
It was like a grand domino slam where you like nailed like 10 things out the fucking
and they had to
way.
destroy like the hard copies and everything.
There was evidence and stuff in those buildings, but on top of that, like the insurance scam, that was a huge thing.
Just the $200 billion in gold that went missing.
So much stuff, man. So much stuff. Not only that, but like, and the people who conscribed it, how they were, you know, Bushes and Bin Laden were sitting both on the same chair board of fucking certain massive companies. They both had mass shares in oil and fucking missile companies.
Yeah.
So while they're going to war with Afghanistan, the weapons are being bought from a company that both Dick Cheney and Bush Sr. and Bush Jr., if I'm not mistaken, both had large shareholders.
Halliburton.
Yeah, Halliburton. Yeah. So.
The information's out there if people want the information.
But do they want to believe it, even if they have the facts?
They don't want to believe it.
That's
And this
it.
is why, to your question, I said people pick and choose when it's convenient to their life.
That's it.
Because I know people who I speak about, like, just simple conspiracies, like 9/11, not even, like, the deep shit, but, like, and they're, like, almost mad that you're telling them this, or, like, they don't even want to hear it. But that would be the first person to go cancel Michael Jackson after watching this documentary.
Exactly.
They pick and choose where they want to, where it's most
and
convenient
my thing
for
is,
them.
if you really believed he was a pedophile from the days you heard a word about it, then you're gonna quickly cancel him.
Exactly.
And if you don't believe it, and
been
really,
canceled.
and if you're a real big fan, you're gonna have a problem with it. That's why I said, between R. Kelly and Thing, I'm going to see the shift because I already know a majority of people love Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
of course.
Not saying the majority of people don't love R. Kelly.
Of course.
But he has more allegations over a period of time.
You can't let your love for a celebrity blind you from the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go into this documentary watching it with like eyes closed type,
I know there's always an agenda
I'm gonna give it
behind
at least. I'm gonna try to be as unbiased as possible watching it.
The best thing you could do going into it, because I hear it's very biased.
Yeah.
The best thing you do going into it is just know as much as you can about Michael Jackson and the
Right.
cases and the information on the outside of things.
Because
they don't give you that in this
perspective.
documentary.
Yeah. They give you one side.
And a lot of documentaries do that, but sometimes you do watch a good one where they give you both sides.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy too that now you can say his brothers are saying it's bullshit, but when you have Macaulay Culkin and fucking even Feldman, because he spoke about being molested.
He
spoke about being molested in the industry.
Right.
So for him, I'm not saying. Well, again, he said they didn't do it to us.
Yeah.
But who knows if he did it to anybody?
That's that's where you know what I mean. Like I want to know is like do Corey Feldman. He's a renegade against that stuff in the industry, and he's kind of really close to Michael Jackson.
And are you gonna compromise your integrity like that just to protect the name of somebody?
Right.
Who was an old man around you when you were a kid?
No, absolutely not.
That's
You know what I mean?
the
I'm sure like he spent enough time around Michael Jackson that he would have seen some shit. But again, I can't say with 100% certainty, right? So I'm not gonna call like the accusers liars. Like that's bullshit.
I'm not saying
I'm not
that.
gonna say that like I'm not gonna say Mike was this. I'm gonna at least try to view this at some point in time and be like okay, and form an opinion based on what I see or whatnot.
Yeah.
But, it is what it
It's
is.
hard
And if the evidence is there, then I gotta give him the same treatment I gave R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I can't not because he's Michael Jackson.
No,
that's
question
just
though.
hypocritical. You know
No,
what I'm
but
saying?
you know what? I just want. It's like what you always say. I just want people to keep the same energy.
Yeah.
Right.
If this stuff bothers you,
Right.
because someone made a documentary about it, then it should bother you even if there is no documentary.
Right.
So then let's talk about all these other people that are revered as legends in rock music. These
the list goes
nasty
down.
old white people, or even a lot of old white fucking actors. There's some
Yeah.
real nasty shit that used to happen. I don't have everything computed,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, in my
Yeah.
head, and I don't want to say the wrong scenarios with the wrong people.
I don't
So
think you
I'm
can
just
necessarily narrow it down to nasty old white or this, that.
No,
there's a lot of nasty old white dudes.
Society in general has always been set up in a patriarchal.
Catholic Church is a bunch of nasty old
Yeah.
No.
And they've been getting passes. They get convicted too, but it's pass after pass after pass. There has been no condemnation of the Catholic Church.
No, we don't cancel the church.
Right?
We cancel one man, but not a whole system that actually
that perpetuates.
almost promotes this kind of behavior.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get let go. You just get moved.
Yeah.
You just get shifted
I
around.
feel you. But the problem is it's we live in a patriarchal society where it puts dominant men, ahead of everybody else. So in doing that, it creates predators, it creates deviants, it creates these guys who think they can get away with stuff. Because up until recently, up until probably 30 years ago, these guys were able to get away with it 99% of the fucking
never be
time,
questioned
right?
about it.
Never be questioned about it. And now they're being called into question. So the whole way in which society kind of came up and was raised and just, thoughts of thinking, it's kind of a clash with where we're at now. You know what I mean? Technology and where we're at now, it's like, you can't get away with this shit anymore. You know what I mean?
No, not like you could.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when people are like, oh man, you shouldn't be so PC, this, that, or the other. For me, it's not about being PC. It's about being progressive and kind of, like.
No, you know what though? This whole ideology of like progressive thinking also bothers me.